Welcome on TikTok, welcome on YouTube, welcome on Facebook, welcome on, I don't know if I did Twitch. Well, if I did, welcome. If not, no. Hello, Kevin. Hello, Margot. Hello, Kevin. Hello, Margot. Okay, let me get to our stuff here. Trying to get to the real YouTube chat that I have because I don't know where it is. Here it is. Okay. So lots to talk about tonight. My eyes are a little bit better, but they're still a little iffy, so I'm keeping the lights very low, and hopefully tomorrow they'll be okay. We have Gregg. Trial day 4. I thought this case was no doubt going to the jury today. Well, boy, was I wrong. The rebuttal witnesses were there, and there were many. And while the defense team barely did any cross-examination of any of the other witnesses, boy, did they cross-examine these witnesses, and it just went on and on and on. But the one psychiatrist that they had, he was really good. He gave a lot of insight, especially in that whole video. You know, he analyzed that, and he said she knew the difference between right and wrong. But then he said when she had just shot the mother, came there, unlocked the mother's phone, like immediately, and then texted the stepfather with, "Hey, honey, are you almost home?" He said her using that, "Hi, honey," or was diabolical, he said. He said, "I'm not calling her diabolical or evil, but I'm saying what she did there with that was diabolical." Now, he also gave a lot of examples on how before someone is even gets to a point where you can start to say, are they insane? She didn't even reach that point, even if she had some of the things that they said. So, of course the defense hammered him, and they started to say, well, didn't their doctor, Dr. Clark, have a lot of more experience? Yeah, he was an older guy. Did he have more experience? Yeah, but this guy's also got a lot more up-and-coming education, right? So, it was just ridiculous, and they were just trying to, give him no credibility, but I think the jurors were able to hear, because this guy made a lot of sense. And they had some nurse practitioners on. They had a counselor that worked with Carly and her mother, and actually had treated Carly the day before the murder. Hi, Pinkberry. I know you've been gone for a while. What's up? What's up? It's been crazy and stressed. Your son started kindergarten. I'm at a loss. He was great, and now he's starting to hit others at school and on the bus. Oh, gosh. Yikes, really? And I found out my youngest has autism, and I just don't know what to do. I'm spinning. How old is your youngest? Sorry to hear that, Pinkberry. Hi, Slam RN. You thought the state's psychiatrist was unlikable? Wait, do you mean the one at the end? The one that said she was diabolical? You thought he was unlikable? Or do you mean that... I think he... I'm sorry. Prayers. Yeah, prayers, Pinkberry. Slam, why do you think that he was unlikable? A lot of people... I was in some of the law... the chats, and the people liked him a lot. People thought he cared for his patients a lot. Why did you think he was unlikable? I don't know. I thought he made a lot of sense. I thought he said things like right, but I don't think he had the gut. He was like biased. I think he said what he said was true, you know? The forensic psychiatrist that the state brought in. Yeah, I know now, but I liked him a lot. A lot of people did. I'm just wondering why you didn't like him. I don't know why you didn't like him. All right, so I'm going to go on a little bit with Carly Gregg here now. So surprised you didn't like him. So there were mental health professionals that testified, right? Dr. Jason Pickett, a psychiatrist, described Carly's actions as diabolical. Okay, he said that he spent more than 4 hours interviewing her with an attorney present, and he said he reviewed evidence before writing an 85-page report for the prosecution. He went over discovery, he went over the camera, video. He also said putting the camera in the freezer. And he said, and I quote, "In my opinion, Carly does not meet Mississippi standards for insanity at the time of the offense, and she knew the nature and quality of her actions on that day." He referenced testimony that Carly's father was diagnosed with bipolar disorder and her concerns about showing symptoms of the condition. He based his evaluation on medical records and what Carly Gregg told him. He questioned a bipolar diagnosis and treatment for her father, and therefore the possibility that she too may have the disorder. He said, "I highly doubt and do not believe that Carly has bipolar disorder." Another mental health professional, a nurse practitioner, Olivia Lieber, was called in as a rebuttal witness, and she said she first met Carly in January of 2024, at which time Carly filled out a form and checked no to a question, then asked if she was hearing voices. Lieber said that Carly was diagnosed with major depressive disorder and adjustment disorder and complained of being depressed, but the nurse practitioner said it wasn't chronic. Otherwise, Carly Gregg appeared to have normal responses during their appointment. She denied hallucinations, both auditory and visual. She denied homicidal and suicidal ideations. And in a follow-up appointment on March 12th, which was 7 days before the murder, Lieber said that Carly complained of feeling like a zombie. So they tried to taper off the Zoloft that she was taking, and they started her on Lexapro. She never reported hearing voices or having any lapses in her memory. Lieber said she met with Carly Gregg 3 times between January and March, and Carly's mother was in the room during each appointment. Then a licensed professional counselor, Rebecca Kirk, took the stand, and she met with Carly Gregg in January and Ashley Smiley. She said that Carly was having intrusive, disruptive thoughts, she was easily angered, and she was having trouble sleeping, but she denied hearing voices. She said she met with Carly 9 times. She said that Carly appeared to be smart. She enjoyed school. They talked about the book Crime and Punishment. And that's a novel by a Russian author about a former student who is alienated from society because he feels superior. And then the character who is a sociopath, psychopath, murders a woman with an axe, and he's racked with guilt. And she had said that she was going to read this book. So the counselor said that in their final session that Carly was not experiencing any suicidal or homicidal ideations, nor did she report any side effects from her medication. Then Dr. Amanda Gugliano, she's the director of Forensic Evaluation Services in Mississippi State Hospital, she evaluated Carly Gregg for several hours, and the attorney for Carly Gregg was there during the session. Carly told Gugliano that she thought about the alleged offenses and she felt queasy. And Gugliano had a discussion with Carly about hearing voices. Excuse me. And I quote, she said she had been hearing one voice, a male voice, since she was young, maybe around 5 or 6 years old, which is unusual, Gugliano said. She said she heard the voice every day, but it was always in the background, and she was always able to tune it out. Gugliano was asked, why is it unusual for a young child to hear voices? And she said it could be their inner thoughts, their inner dialogue, and they don't understand what it is. Carly told Gugliano that the voices never told her to do anything. They usually made snide comments about other people. They didn't say anything about Gregg's mother or stepfather, which is contrary to what psychiatrist Dr. Andrew Clark said during his testimony on Wednesday. Dr. Clark, who was a doctor for the defense, said that Carly was experiencing a mental health crisis at the time of the shooting and testified that she doesn't remember shooting her mother. If convicted, she faces 20 years to life in prison. Remember, she denied a plea deal, and it was 40 years. She rejected it. Let's see here. So let's see what we're doing tomorrow, because I don't even want to. Are we done with these rebuttal witnesses? Because it was up till 5:30, and then a jury can come in at 8:30 again tomorrow. Hopefully we're going to have closing arguments tomorrow and go to the jury. But I don't want to say anything anymore because I can't even believe how many rebuttal witnesses they had today. Let me see. Yeah, they should be having closing arguments and then a verdict. Let's watch for that tomorrow. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is the Menendez brothers. Horrendous. Don't watch it. Did anybody watch that? Okay, I fell asleep, and then at some time I woke up and it was still playing. And it was absolutely the most horrendous thing. And I'm not talking about the murders or stuff like that. I am talking about what these brothers say was going on, but how graphic it is in this video. And anybody that is, I'll tell you right now, anybody that is triggered by SA, stuff like that, yeah, I would not watch it. It is so graphic and so, like, it never stops. Once they get to a certain point, it doesn't stop. It's like, it's almost, I hate to say this, it's almost as if whoever made this got into that. Okay, that's how I would describe it. Like, they just couldn't stop with it. It actually, it made me so physically sick. It just, I couldn't take it. I had like nightmares, and I think other people did too, because I noticed there are people, it was crazy. So then I said, now, is it me or what? Okay? And that's when I went to look up some reviews on it, and they said that the same thing that I did, that this movie started going off a cliff, and by about midpoint, it had like plunged down and went there, and it was just ridiculous. And they mentioned the same thing, like it is over the top with what they talk about happening, that I don't even know that they've ever even proven or anything else. A lot of this stuff came out after the murders. Now, here's the other thing. And it was like all or nothing. Like, they had the one brother, Eric, like a sniveling, crying, can't control his emotions. And they had Lyle, like the biggest hothead you've ever seen. They had the father where he was like crazy. I mean, at one point, he tells the kids, you see everything we have and everything, you know how you get this? Lying, cheating, and stealing. That's what you have to do. The only thing you have to remember is don't get caught. And apparently, you know, they show you him like smacking the kids around, like, as you call this an essay? You're not going to get into an Ivy League school with this essay. He smacks him in the face. I'll write it for you. He writes this essay, which, oh my gosh, it doesn't even sound good. But he's like, that's the one to get in. And he finally gets in. Lyle gets into Princeton, but only after he went to community college first. And something happened in Princeton. I think it was a plagiarism, something like to that effect. And so they called the father into the office, and he's like, you cannot expel my son. This is not happening. You won't do this. And, you know, so this man that he wanted to be like Joe Kennedy is what he said, and he was grooming his kids to be president of the United States, was certainly not a stately man or, you know, professional in the way he spoke, because he's telling, you know, them at Princeton, you can't do this. I won't move from this chair. I'll pee in my pants. But he said it much more vulgar than that. And I'm just thinking, like, what the heck? And then they're like, well, the best we can do is suspend him for a year. He's like, that's fine, and you will not say anything to anyone. Is that clear? You know, I mean, it was just nuts. There's this stuff with this toupee that apparently Lyle had, and my gosh, when it was off, I mean, he looked like he was like the hair of a 90-year-old. I don't know how much of that is true, and if he had it like that young. But anyway, it's really, I wouldn't watch it. There is something with like the Menendez brothers. It's not a case that I've really, I know about it. I know what's going on. I've seen some of the other movies, documentaries, but this one, it is honestly so much on one subject that it's really, it's crazy. And it's not just me. Not just me, because I was happy to see that. There were a lot. And Kevin said, I wonder what the family feels about this. So let's see if we can see what any of them are saying, okay? And if you watched it, let me know your thoughts in the comments. See, I wish I had seen this. This is crazy. At least someone just said it leaves viewers speechless, that it's absolutely vile and insane. Oh, wow. Okay. I feel better seeing that because it made me sick. Let's see. See what they're saying. One user wrote on Twitter, creating fan fiction involving relations between family members, but there's a word for it with an I, is absolutely vile and insane. I'm literally speechless. I do not understand. Oh, yeah. It said, I do not understand why Ryan Murphy made it seem that Eric and Lyle Menendez had a I-word, right, kind of relationship. Come on. That pissed me TF off. Honestly. How are they literally playing in our faces about this? Making it about the boys seemingly being lovers takes away so much from the actual story of abuse. Yeah, it was... Yeah. Okay, so I am seeing that I'm not alone in what I thought. I won't even watch the rest of it. I won't. It's... Yeah, they're getting terrible, terrible reviews. Terrible. I wish I had just waited a day. Usually I don't get something on the first. I never. This one actually says from Variety. The headline is Menendez Brothers Netflix series reviews. Monsters sucks. Okay, it's a disturbing retelling of horrendous crimes that never manages to expand the story. Yeah, it's not good. Let me see here. Someone said it's overlong and exhausting. I second that. It was playing all night long. Let's see here. Yeah, I know I read one before and they said like it just went off a cliff and it just kept going and it's about midstream and it just forget it, it's gone. And I can't, like I said to Kevin, I cannot unhear the things that I heard. And I'm just like, I just think about, oh my gosh. Okay, so that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not going to waste any more time. I don't even want to think about it anymore. Don't watch it. I'm telling you, don't watch it. Okay. Next, we're going to talk about the Sarah Boone hearing. Because I was listening to that when I was bike riding. And oh my gosh, that one guy that came on and his mic was so bad and they couldn't fix it. Wow, that was really, really hard to listen to. You could barely hear it, Now, it's interesting because those of us that have seen the interviews with Sarah Boone, she says it was an accident. It was not intentional. In fact, that's her words, not intentional, not intentional. Well, now she's got this new attorney and her he's got a defense for her of the battered woman defense. And that's what a lot of this was in court, because they're saying, well, how is she going to use the battered woman defense? And, what was she ostracized? Did he keep her ostracized from her family? Just because there's a pattern of domestic violence between the two of them, it doesn't mean, this happened because of a battered woman, okay? Because they was trying to say that, it went both ways, and this doesn't fall under that. And her attorney wanted an extension, and he wanted other things, and it was just going on. But no, he got like a partial. He has 18 more days to prepare for trial, and he has 8 days in order to get some other stuff that he needs in. They're going to start picking the jurors, he said, and they were giving 2 weeks for the trial. And if they needed more time, the judge needed to know and to see if he could do that. Judge Gregg didn't issue a decision from the bench Thursday afternoon, but he said he will soon issue a written order about whether the battered spouse syndrome defense will be permissible at trial. So he didn't give the decision on that, okay? The trial is set to begin on October 7th with jury selection. Her attorney thought that they were going to be able to pick the jurors in one day and start the next day. The state extracted data from a cell phone call and gave it to us, but not everything, and we're relying on what Sarah's saying in the cell phone. Obviously, it's her life, her phone. So that, from the defense attorney, he wants Sarah's phone to be extracted by one of their sources because Sarah says something is missing from the phone, and they want to make sure and have it done by someone. So he's listing all the reasons why they needed some extra time. They had some key witnesses they weren't able to contact yet, and they're trying to do that. The assistant state attorney, William J., said the prosecutors are aware that Sarah and Torres had a history of domestic violence that was usually fueled by alcohol. That does not make a battered spouse syndrome defense. See. So this is just going on and on, but it's not going to be delayed. It's going to start October 7th, and the judge said he wanted them to know that he had arranged for hundreds of people to come in for jury selection, hundreds. And he had a whole system that he was lining out, right away to go right through them and see, who just had a baby, who's not able to get, stay for that amount of time, who knows about this case, whatever, so they can just, get them out. Maybe they'll bring in 200, they'll have 50. Maybe they'll bring in another 100, they'll have 50, whatever. And try to get the jury seated quickly. And so he said, I'm just going to let you know I did. We have a lot of people coming in. Let's see. So we'll see what happens there, right? And then Gypsy. Gypsy has posted different things on her TikTok or Instagram. There's even something with Mia where Gypsy's like, Lululemon and some white kids. And then the sister Mia goes, a white crop top and some boxer shorts. And then Gypsy in this picture down here is intentionally trying to make sure we see this bathroom over here and know full well that this is not Ken's house. That's not Ken's bathroom. That's not her room in Cutoff. She wants us to know she's somewhere different. That's why she's taking the picture here. She had one picture in the park where she was sticking her belly out. She looked like she was 9 months pregnant. Then very next picture, she's in the exact same outfit, standing a different way. She doesn't look like that. It's kind of hysterical, but where is she? Where in the world is she? Come on. And there's no way you're going to tell me she's not living full time with Ken. Because I'm going to tell you she is. And that's my opinion. Let's see here. Let's see what you said. I didn't say he was wrong. Just been like, oh, okay. That's okay. I would have to come on panel. Do you want to come on? You can come on panel and explain all the reasons. But she wrote it in her journal. Okay. What's new tonight? Hi, Oliver. Does anybody know where Gypsy is? Where in the world is Gypsy? Where is she? Where is she? Let me see here. Let's see. I wonder if she's filming something. Let me see here. Oh boy. I don't know what there. People are saying that they think she's photoshopping the belly. It doesn't look consistent. Someone said she's wearing a diaper to make it look like her stomach is bigger. Let's see. People think she's wearing a diaper in some of the pictures. I don't know. She wore diapers apparently kind of late. So she has a new TikTok or something too that she put up. Let's see here. Yeah, she does. I mean, come on, it's like a little bit crazy. Let me see what people are thinking here, if they're thinking along the same lines. They say in the video she had with Mia yesterday, the one Lululemon, and she was in the same outfit, and some white kids, her stomach was flat, and that is true. You know, here today, gone tomorrow. It's kind of, she's in another hotel room. Okay. She's really throwing it out there. Why is she in a hotel room? What is she doing, right? Let's see. People are saying a lot of a lot of them are going with the diapers. They think she's wearing diapers. And that it's screaming, I want to be Mia. Well, we know that. The more she's doing this, the more enemies she's making. I mean, people are not happy with her. Why does she look flatter in Mia's TikTok? I think she's not as big as she wants to be, so she's editing things. If she is pregnant, look at her shirt on the right under her boobs. That's another editing. She's wearing a fake bump, or she's wearing a support belt that's high. If she is pregnant, it's totally normal for her bump to still be small. My first baby was all in my back, so my bump was tiny even at 41 weeks. Yeah, the fundal height is not going to be up, okay? Your fundal height, meaning the top of your uterus, it should not be up here at 22 weeks, okay? It's not. At 22 weeks, it's just about belly button level, not like up here. She's like making this whole thing, and that's when you're closer to like 36 weeks, Gypsy. I know that you're watching, so I'm sure you'll have that corrected by tomorrow. You'll drop yourself down a little bit. I don't know. The other day, poolside, her bump had a seam and was hanging down over her pelvis. Now it's in a whole different place. Well, we know she uses a lot of filters, multiple filters. We know she uses like a lot of editing. So it's crazy. She literally can do and make it to look like whatever. Now, I also heard that somebody said that her and Ken were having issues. So I'm not sure about what that's all about. But I think she's definitely... Where is she? Why is Gypsy in a hotel? And where is she? Is that for Lifetime? Has she started filming? Why is she in a hotel? Let's see. I don't know. She's somewhere with me. You know what? Let me just check something real quick here. Real quick, like. Let me see something on Instagram. Let's see if anybody... She's, what's up, Dip Dip? Looks like her comments are completely They have the big, big filters on them. Okay, so let's see here. She didn't even put anything there, and I noticed that Kenan is not in the picture, is he, Kenan? What happened to Kenan? Because she's been doing posts that are both by Kenan and her, right? Let's see what he's doing. Ken hasn't had a post up since that time with the black dress when they went out, so Ken is not putting that up anything there, Gyps. Not to watch tomorrow. Ken will have something of her and him. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? Ken. All right, let's see what you guys have to say. Does anybody want to call in about any of the cases that we've covered today? Whether you want to talk about Carly, Gypsy, this crazy Menendez series, but you have to be careful with the Menendez series. You can't say a lot of the words, okay? You cannot if you are going to call in. It's going to be off limits. 30 minutes of her applesauce and baby talk was a snooze. Yeah. You're judgy and tired. I'm tired too, Oliver. Yeah. Issues, I'm shocked. Well, I don't know. I'm exhausted too. It's been a long day. It's been a long day, but I just want to mention that there is an update on our legal fund, on the legal fund page. And you could find it on our community tab as well, the link, and read the update. Thank you for the people that donated today. We really appreciate it. We are moving forward toward either summary judgment or jury trial. Okay, that's what we're doing. Made up our mind. You know, wasn't our decision to start this, but we know that we are in the right and we're going to pursue justice. Not going to, we're not backing down when someone does something to us. What is that going to show anything? Why would we ever do that? So, we are moving forward, and hopefully this will be occurring in the next few months. The next date is in October for something, and then we should be finding out when we're going to do one or the other. So appreciate the support, the help, even if you share it out, get it out there, let people know what's going on, and that this is a precedent-setting case, and we are, seeking justice, and it'll be a benefit to anyone, any creator that creates exclusive content. So, thank you. So I wanted to bring the update on that. And next up, I want to, what do I else I want to do? I'm going to start a new Zoom, but if anybody wants to call in, they can. But I think I'm going to probably, what time is it? I know it's early, but I'm really exhausted tonight, and we have friends coming in. Oh my gosh, they have friends. They have friends. We have friends coming in tomorrow, and we're going out tomorrow night. We're going out somewhere, and then somewhere else, and then the next morning we're going somewhere else. But then I'll be around Saturday night. I'll probably be live at some point tomorrow night. It might be I don't know how late I don't know how late it will be. I don't know. And then we're doing something very early Saturday morning, so I don't know. I may do something earlier in the day tomorrow just to say hi or whatever, or maybe I will, I don't know, give you a sneak peek of something. Maybe I'll do a Where in the World as Carolyn. And then I've got something else coming up. So, yep. So I think maybe I will just do the word cookies and then say good night, farewell, auf Wiedersehen. Because I'm tired. I'm very tired. Oliver says he wants more jewelry. Who wants more jewelry? Who does? Ken? Who does? Well, who wants more jewelry? He wants more jewelry. Who? I don't know who we're talking about. I don't know, Oliver. Oliver. Oliver says he wants more jewelry. Oliver says. No, I got my dental appointment. Oh, you got your dental appointment? Oh, okay. Your dentist wants more jewelry. Oh, I get it. I get it. No, I don't want to watch a video. What do you think this is, YouTube? September 20th. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see. and Glimmer Marble. It's the first time I looked at the, uh-oh. Okay. And oh, germ. You see here, germ and germ and Emir. Okay, one more now. Let's see, so it's an M. M-I. There we go. Okay. Now one more. Let's see. Miller. When it's time to relax. That's not it. That's not it. I mean, that's it, but that's not it. That other Miller. That other Miller's not it. How come we just did it and we didn't even get that? We did it yesterday. It's not putting our stuff in. We did the one from yesterday. It didn't put it in either for us. Isn't that mean? Why aren't they doing that? They're not marking our ones we play. That's not right. Why aren't we getting credit for our daily puzzles, the ones we play? I don't like this game anymore. I'm not playing it anymore. I'm taking my ball and I'm going home. I'm not happy about that. I want to check something else before we go. Before we go, I want to check something else. Really, really quick. I want to just look at something here. Let me just look at something. Carly. Huh. Okay, so isn't it weird that Carly Gregg used to look like this, and that's what one of the counselors said. Did they make fun of you, like, with your haircut? Because she had got it cut real short. I wonder, did she do that for a reason? Like, hold on. Why is this not going over there? Come on. Oh my goodness gracious. What is wrong with this? But yeah, she used to look like that. Okay. Let me see if I can get it. Oh my goodness. What is happening here? And then she got that very, like, what they used to call a page boy, okay? Little Lord Fauntleroy kind of look. Here we go. So she had long blonde hair, and she made a decision to chop it all off on March 13th. That was 6 days before the murders, right? And Rebecca Kirk, the counselor, met with her on the day of the makeover, and she said she literally just got her hair cut short. Her mom said, "Promise me you're not trying to be a boy," when she cut her hair. Kirk told the court, and Carly kind of laughed off the suggestion that she had no intentions of becoming a boy. And the counselor said she never thought Carly was having an identity crisis. There was a line of questioning that Kirk explored several times during their 9 sessions over the span of 9 weeks, but Carly Gregg never expressed any concerns about her gender identity or sexuality. At one stage, she disclosed that her friend said the new haircut made her look even more gay. When Kirk tried to determine whether this upset Carly or not, she just laughed it off and never appeared bothered by any of her friends' teasing. Let's see here. How interesting. Okay, so, oh my goodness, now everything's gone black. Everything's gone black, guys. Okay, there we are. All right, that's her, yeah. Isn't that interesting? But you know what? You see her eyes. There is something. Does anybody know what I mean by the eyes? There's something supposed to be with that, like where it folds over, and there's supposed to be issues if you don't have that. Do you know what I'm talking about? Sometimes they say it might be fetal alcohol syndrome, but it's other things. Do you know what I'm talking about? This area right here. Let me see if I can find a picture. Hold on a minute. Smaller eyelid openings, extra skin near the corner of the eye, extra space between the inner corners of the eye. Okay, so it's extra skin. But I thought there was something with there's like a flap over. I don't know. Let me see something here. They say that they have I don't know, it's something with the eye opening. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? A lot of times when people were adopting from Russia and stuff and they were talking about the eyes, it's something like in here. But I think it's more than just fetal alcohol syndrome. I think it's other things, like, let me see. I don't know. They used to always be talking about that skin there. I don't know. I'm not saying that she has it. I'm saying that I'm just talking about her eyes, if that's any other kind of condition. Because I think it's more than just FAS. There's other conditions, like, and I'm wondering, because obviously she really doesn't have much remorse at all about her mother. I mean, it's scary. But anyway, I'm going to end the stream. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless. Prayers. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye now. See you later. Love you guys.